Okay, now we are going to discuss about user profile page and how it's uh, program, and we can see there user profile image and username and email address and update profile image and section for display ads and details about user and update. There are uh, uh, few things regarding to user and see how we program that write that code. First, we require our before we require our header, we start a session and we require header PHP, and also we require connection PHP. We have program early that one, and last in the page we require footer PHP. We have our header and footer with that PHP files, and we first of all we look at if is set dollar session value that means is that a user is a register one or no. If is user register one, then go to the PHP codes. First, we assign that user email from that session as email, and we have to three result set with our details result set by user table and image result set, which image is user using, and we search address from that user, and we inner join that city table, district table, and points table. We had done with that user email we got from that email address. Then we are looking, we have that class which contain a fluid. We got all the area to design our page, and we got a row for divide that column into part, and we set another div and we take 12 columns and background color set as primary. We can see that background color light blue, that one, that primary color, and that's the code for that. And we divide that column into another columns. To do that, we add a row class, and we set another 12 columns, and background color set as body color, and set margin top as 4 and bottom 4. That's how we show that blue color in our page. We set as that margin to 4. That's mean we are in that 12 column area. Let's see next, and we divide that column also another parts, and we set gutter 2, and then we take call medium 3 and border end. We can see there we take that space as medium 3 call. In upper part, we take it as this area by writing call medium 3 class, and border end. We set that border as end. Then in that class, we show that class as a display, and let's alignment as a column, and align item. Every item align center, and all text are center. And we set padding 3, padding 3, and all margin into center by 3, and another padding y py as set 5. Then we set y-axis have to take 5 unit to set that padding. And next, we set our image data. To set that, we first check is that image data in our database is set or not. That means in our profile image, we look at that user is set that path and his email address. If it is true, then set that path to that src, and we set class rounded and margin 5, and we set width to that profile image. We can see there rounded. We rounded that border, and we set margin, and we set a particular width by style attribute. Then we, if that user not set that path, then then we set our default image. which we have. Then we set his or user details set by that span. Then we set bold and set that name into that span by using PHP script by this line, and we set that space and concat with the dots. Then we take our email from that variable. We set that by user session, and first part of that user profile. That's how we done that part, and we set that user profile update text by using input field with the type of file, and we display it none, and we set to ID, and to ID that we label, and we get that input field from that label, and we set that ID to that for attribute, and we set as button and color as primary, and set margin and named it as update profile image. We can see there we done that. And next we have code and margin tree, and next we took 5 columns, medium 5 columns to include our profile setting, and that profile setting we set our first name, last name, mobile, password. We set that label, and we set input field for that details, and we set that values by using PHP script, which we get earlier, that details data, and we set that details first name by using our user table, and we got that every details into our profile setting section, and we can see that we got password mobile. For that we to divide that page, we got row columns, and we set 6 column to first name and last name. That's how we had that first name, last name in one line, and next we also set to mobile 6 column, and we got 12 column for password, that we got all area, and we set that password, and it's we got that from Bootstrap, this lines, and we set that update password and profile password and type as password, and we got that password from our database, and we have show password for function. That function we can show password for that, we got that password field, and we set that type as password. If it is a type password, then we set it as text, and we set that inner HTML as I slash else. If else, then we set type. If it is text, then we set as a password, and in HTML change to I. We can see that program part. When we click that one, we can see there, and again we click, we hide that password. Then we got email and register data, and we have address lines. In address lines, we first check if that address line is set by user already. If it is set, then show that address line, address lines. We have to change that part. If the user set that address, then we show that address. If it is not set, we only show that in field enter the address line 1, also address line 2. We cut that one, and we had done same thing as in our first line, and second line also done that process. We can see there in that my address line we set, and in that code we have something error. Let's look at later. And we got our province and district and city results it from our database with writing query search from that province and district city, select all from province and like other two, and we checked how many rows are there, and we set into that part, and we see there are some value in that, and to that we labeled it as a province, and then we got select select tag, and select tag we set province, and in option 1 we set it as select province. Then we set for loop, and checked how many rows are there to loop, and we take one by one by fetching that result, and we close that PHP and show our result by using option tag, and that options we set that option value as our province data and province ID to that value. Then we checked our user already set or not our address, and we checked that address data is not empty. If it is not empty, then we checked our province data, which in our province table, and we checked that our address data, which we our user entered province ID. If it is that two are equal, then it select it, and if it is not, then echo province data, and province name is showing. That part we set, if it is user set that province ID, then we show that one. If it is not, we show all the other province data, provinces names, and we done that process in district and also city field. Then we set our postal code. Also, we said that user said already that postal code, then we show that postal code by using that input field, and if it is not, we show that we are going to show, please enter your postal code. Then last we select our gender, and we set that value gender names, and we can we set that attribute to don't we can't, we set user can't edit that one. And we set finally our update my profile button by using button, and that's how we done that profile setting. And last we have display ad. We are going to look that, and we got 4 columns, and we set that row, in that row display ad span. We set that classes for that span, and that's how we done with our user profile page. And thank you.